Well, hello everybody. Welcome again to Ken Knows Gambling. All right, so I retired the Baccarat one, and I wanted to get back to craps. I think people were getting bored. I knew they would. So hopefully everybody got a little bit of feel of what they wanted to do. First thing you're going to notice, since we're back to craps, is because my back is just, I don't know, it's shot. So I'm sitting my happy ass down now. I got this little cheapy ass stick that I can rake, but it'll turn the dice. So in other words, there's a 6 there and I go grab it. Shit, this thing will turn it. So I try to leave them there so you can see it. Or, hey, an interesting concept. Just fucking believe me. Okay? What are we going to do? I'm going to do another strategy from Waylons that I think he created eons ago. And it's called Waylons Mind. And he was explaining sort of how he, developed it. And in the very, very beginning, this is what he said. And of course, every time I do a strategy, the very first video, I have to explain it. So it does take a little bit longer, so I'm sorry. He started out with the 4, 5, 9, and 10. Here's how he explained it. He goes, there's 14 ways for this to get hit. And so sooner or later, they got to come into the equation, I believe is what he said. And I thought to myself, what if you go this way? Instead of 3 and 3 is 6, and 4 and 4 is 8, 8 and 6 is 14, how about 3 and 3 is 6, and 5 and 5, that's 16. That gives me 2 more. And I know these don't pay as much, but by math, if we're going to go to that equation, then I'm thinking, and I think eventually he did it this way, but 16 is 32, so we're closer to that halfway point. So I'm going to run it like this. Of course, I'll have to cap it. Oh well, I got to deal with the Reds. It is what it is. All right, so I've seen a lot of different versions. I've seen versions, his tweaks, John over Pro Craps, and every other YouTuber that played this. Everybody had their own tweaks. I'm going to keep this as close to the cuff as how he did it as I possibly can. So, you really got to watch your rack. I mean, most of Waylons stuff, you got to watch your rack. You could be up, don't even know it. But here's what I'm going to do. Sometimes, if it was a horn number, he wouldn't go up on some of his videos, and some of them he did. I'm going up on every damn thing that don't hit. Okay? If it ain't one of these 4 numbers, it's going up by a quarter or by 30. Okay? Now, that being said, if you get a lot of 7s, and I'll say this from Jump Street, any kind of right side strategy like this, if the 7s start over fucking performing, you're going to get whacked. Now, I'm going to start out with a $5,100 bankroll, and I'm only doing 51 because I'm dealing with, I want a full rack, so it's easier for me. So, here's the problem. If I go up because I'm not hitting numbers, I go up and it's all my money, and I hit one, great. I can come back down to base. It was all my money to start with. But if it's 7 out, I have to go up. 7 out, I have to go up. 7 out, and it's one of those bad runs, and I get way up there. One hit, you can't recover with one hit. So I'm going to have options to make. I'm either going to have to take multiple hits or try at that level and then come down, or ladder it down. And so I think I'll try to take multiple hits. If that happens, and it will sooner or later, whether it happens on this session or not, and when it happens, I'll explain again what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But this is called Waylons Mind. It's all over YouTube, man. If you were doing a craps channel, you freaking did this strategy at some point. I know I did. But we're going to see what's going to happen now. Again, this is like any other thing that I've done in this 20-0 series. It's not necessarily a percentage. 10% is a good percentage. So a $500 win would be okay. But it's, hey, get away with a win. All right? Get away with positive money. If you're seeing it bad or it got high, you got lucky and it got back down, hey, man, I don't care. Take the win, close the session, and call it. You know, you can always go back and do another session. You know, too many people get caught up. I have to have X amount or I can't quit. And that just screws with your brain, man. So don't let it. Okay? All right. So that's that. I got my bankroll. Everything is set. Let's just go ahead and always working. I've seen him do it working, not working. But the original ones, he was always working, so I don't need a puck. All right. So here we go. Session 1, Waylons Mind. We start off with a 4. All right. So we're going to just slide that over there. And there's another 4. Well, that's a pretty good beginning. Here's my little deal. Watch it turn them numbers. I guess if I'm careful, it won't. Okay, there's a 9. So that's no hit. So we go up here. We go up here, here. And here and here. I'll just keep them like that. Make it easier. It's all about making it easier for me. You know what I mean? Alright, and there's the 7 out. Alright, this is where it can get nasty. Right here. So we were at level 2. So now we're automatically going to level 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, since we got hit, we're looking at our bankroll here. I've burned up 500 already. I've got 1, 3. I've got 150, 150. There's 3. I'm still down. This may be a time to either ladder down or take another hit. So we'll just call it when I get there, I guess. Alright, there's a 4. That helps. So that's 150. Alright. So now you're looking at it. Okay. If you put this money back, alright, we can probably go back down to base and not be hurt too bad. So let's do that and see what happens. You really have to watch that ride, man. And we're still down. Really, we're not. If I put this back, I'll be about even. So we're okay, really and truly. Close enough we didn't have to leave it up. But sometimes you may leave it up and there was no reason to leave it up. You just got to be really careful. Of course, the 7s hurt because we were, you know, we started off really good. There's a 10. Okay, yo 11. Now we got to go up. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And we'll just do that like that. Again, just like before. Okay, there's the 8. Okay, what do we get with the 8? Now remember, this is my money, so I can come down. So we got 60, that'll pay us 70. And we'll go 75 for 5. Now we get to come back down. Okay, actually. Okay, now if I look at this right, I'm thinking, okay, I got about $30 worth of red I need. That's that. Everything else is square. So I am in profit right now, about $175 or so. Again, you gotta know where you're at. I'll keep saying that forever. Alright, there's a 3. Gotta go up. Good thing I'm sitting my happy ass down now, ain't it? Hopefully you guys can see all this stuff. When I play this back, or when I watch it, I'll see where I may have made boo-boos or whatnot. Okay, there's an 11. 3, 3, 3, 3. Like so. If I watch this back and this is getting its way, then I'll adjust as needed for the next one. Okay, there's another 11. Again, there was one. Now I go to 100. There was one that he didn't hit on those. See? Look at here. Now here's a prime example. We need to go to 100, right? Because that's just what this thing says to do. Now watch. Okay, watch. Now I don't know if Waylon would have went up or not. Don't really care. But watch. Look, there's my bankroll back together. I'm up $150, even though the system said go up because it was another 11. The thing is, because I know I'm up, why in the hell do I want to? Why do I want to do that? I don't. So guess what? I'm not. Now, that may be the wrong play, and I'm sure Waylon will watch this. And if it's the wrong play, I'm sure he'll freaking let me know, and I'll change. I always want to do the right thing. But my logic is safety first. Alright? I had to go up to 100 because I'm not hitting numbers. It's still my money. It ain't like I've 7'd out. Okay? And I look, I say, I'm up. Why do I want to risk it? Why? I didn't. So, here we go. Okay, there's an 8. That's worth 35. Okay, there's a 12. Man, you don't have to go up. But I am, only because I'm only at my little one. But I don't have to right this second. Right? I don't. But that's part of, I guess I have to on sometimes. But I can decide when I go up and when I don't. Okay, there's a 3. This time I'm going to pass that and not go up on the horn on that one. I think he's done that a couple times. I think I'm totally legal in doing that. But I'm up. There's no reason to go nuts. Okay, because look, that happens right there. You gotta, when you're playing strategies like this, boy, you gotta be aware of what's going on. So I will go up to the 3rd level because I do have to test it somewhat. Alrighty. Okay, oh, there's a 10. That's always a good thing. Now watch this thing turn these. I tried to bring them for you so you guys can see it. There you go. So that pays us $150. We'll pay it in green. Put that over here. And so we're about 1, 2, 3, 4, 150. We're about 350 down here. About another, say, 50 here. So we're about $400 down. We have that up here. All right. So we can come back down on that particular hit. We did get hit with a 7, but that paid us 2 to 1. That's like taking 2 hits at that level. Life is good. We can come back down. So unfortunately, with this strategy, you sort of have to really, really watch. I would still be down probably, $50 or so, but to me, I'd rather be down $50 than get this thing too high. Know what I mean, Vern? Okay, there's a 9. I don't want to keep taking it from there. And there's another 7. So again, too many 7s, man. They hurt. So we'll have to probably double hit on this. There's not much you can do, man, when you get 7s like that. So we've had 2 pretty fast. There's a 5. There's a 4. That helps again. So there's 100 right there. So that'll pay us 200. And again, that's like taking 2 hits on the 4. But I'm down. You look at your rack, you go, well, you're down about 450. You're down about 500. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're still down about 100. So here's what you can do. Watch this. I don't want to take another hit up there. Let's go ahead and bring this down to level 2. Let's do that. You got to remember, when you're gambling, it's all what's going on in your head, man. Trying to keep your head straight, think logically. There's a 5. Now give me a 4 or 10, you scuzz. 7. Take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. One step forward, 2 steps back. Alright, there's a 9. I guess I gotta get some more. 5 here. So we're up to 150 right here. 125. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. $150 right there. That's a 7. No, that was a 7, y'all. See, sevens. God, man, when you're doing so good, and then bam. Anyway, that's 150. That's worth 300. Okay, now we're gonna have to hold it there. There's a 2. Ain't going up on it. Let me just keep it right there so I can get a, there's a 4. See how I didn't cheat, man? That was a leaner, but the way they've always told me, if it's leaning, what would that do if that wall wasn't there? It'd have fell down, so. All right, there's another 300. So now, I can come down. I should be able to come down to base now. Oh yeah. Actually, we're actually still down a little bit. So actually, probably should have took a 3rd hit. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, there's a 3. Let's go ahead and charge on up. Probably should have took a 3rd hit. We were getting spanked by them 7s, and that's just what happened. There's a 10. That'll help right there. So that's 150. Now we're trying to keep this rack back, much less profit right at the moment. Right? Yeah, we still should have probably kept it up, but we didn't, so here we go. Okay, there's an 8. Freaking 7. This ain't gonna be no short video for sure. Okay, go 11. There's an 8. So we were at 90. That pays us, what does that pay us? 105. 90 divided by 6 equals times 7. I think it pays us 105. It does. So let's go 105, and let's hold this. We need another hit, man. Let's hold it. There's a 6. That'll pay us 105. And then let's just come down 1 level. So I'm using a little regression, and I'm using multiple hits. When those 7s come, there ain't much you can do about it. Okay, there's a 3. There's an 8. So that pays 105. Now let's see where we're at. Alright, so we're up 150, 250. We're up about 250 bucks. Alright, so we were up that a long time ago, but once you start getting those sevens, man, it just starts hurting you. Just like that. Remember, that's a $110 loser right there. Now you gotta make up 110 bucks. Alright, 5. There's a 9. There's an 8. Okay. So 120. What does that pay me? 145. 120 divided by 6 equals times 7. 140 is what that pays me. Okay. And let's come down to number 2. See where we're at. That way. Yeah. Actually, I don't have to. There we go. There we go. Now we're pretty square. All right, now let's just dodge a 7 for a minute. Okay, there's a 6. That'll pay us 70. We'll go 75 for 5. And let's go ahead and come on back down. Like so. Okay, there's a 6. 25, 35. And watch this. Watch. Because those 7s, we're actually getting kicked pretty hard. Okay. There we go. Let's just check it out. We're going to call this a win. A lot of 7s, man. A lot of 7s. So it's time we come back. Let's get out of here. 3, 25, 35, 40. Let's give the dealer the 15. Bigs, whatever. $325. We're going to call session 1 a victory. Barely. But it is. Alright, and we'll get out of Dodge. Alrighty. I'm sure every session won't be that tough. And I'm sure my exact moves, maybe Waylon wouldn't have done my exact moves, but when you're getting those sevens, you got to come up with something other than just coming down. You just can't. But anyway, a lot of moving. This video is freaking 30 minutes long. It took us 30 minutes on that one. But I think I had to explain things or whatever. The next session, I'll just be able to go right to it. I sort of know in my head what I need to do. So anyway, there you go. Session 1 of the mind is a win. Until the next time, be great. See ya.